Dave Brown right along ringside. We're ready to go. By golly, another big day of championship wrestling, David.
Boy, I tell you, we're going to start it off today with Dutch Mantell in here in a single match. A little bit later on, we'll have the big French-Canadian Joe LeDuc, Bill Dundee, and Nature Boy Buddy Landell. The tag team will be here, and we'll have Billy Travis. We'll also have J.D. Costello and his Mod Squad.
Oh, a lot of charming folks, by golly, and there are others. You'll be hearing an interesting interview I'd like for you to be sure and look for with Paul Diamond, a newcomer from Canada here. In addition to that, plenty of other features. Let's get it on. We'll be back in the ring in just a moment. Dutch Mantell, Keith Eric, obviously, David, we're off and running.
Yes, we are. Dutch Mantell from Oil Trough, Texas, and Keith Eric, when he came in, I noticed he had a T-shirt on, and on the back it said, one of the best kept secrets, Keith Eric.
All right.
Well, he's going against, if he's got any secrets, he may need to use them today against Dutch Mantell.
Dutchman dropped right down with a knee right in that shoulder, that left shoulder. That has got to some double smart.
Mantell. Boy, look at the twist he's got on that left arm. He's got that thing wrapped around 1.5 times.
We've said it several times, and I think it's as good a description as any that I know of about Dutch. Dutch will rough you up when he's wrestling with you. Boy, he just locks up with you, and it hurts.
Keith Eric yelling at the referees, having his hair pulled. I don't know how, but the referee's right there watching, and there is no hair pulling going on at the moment anyway.
Talking about the hair on his chin.
Yeah. Okay.
Dutch had him chin locked, right?
That could be it. Yeah, there was a little hair pulling there. Dutch yanking back to the ropes. Smacked him with a broad arm.
Oh, there's that knee on that shoulder again.
That hurts. Eric able to get the right shoulder up. The referee stopped the count at 1.
Was not very polite of Dutch, but it was effective. He split the fingers and bent them back. I don't condone that, but that's the Dutchman. He doesn't ask for anybody to back up and condone anything he does.
Eric tries the right hand, and look at the answer he gets from Dutch Mantell back in the corner. Mantell fire him across the ring, into the rope, picks him up in the middle of the ring, and just power slams him down to the mat. This might be it. Nope, Eric breaks out of it at the 2 count. 2 minutes gone on this one.
Dutch looking particularly vicious today, Dave. He really is working on Eric. Look at Eric come back, though.
Eric making liberal use of the fist, and Dutch Mantell answering with a fist of his own. Eric reverses Dutch into the turnbuckle. Dutch, though, caught him with a boot coming out of there. There's the cover. 2, 3. Dutch Mantell gets the win. Time on it, 2 minutes, 35 seconds.
Dutch uses, as well as anybody I've seen, developing his own momentum for that clothesline, and he nailed Eric with it. And, boy, you'll see him when he comes out of this corner. He pops him with that clothesline, and that is it. Dutch knew he had him. He climbed right up on top of him, and son of a gun, he had the 1, 2, 3. He's helping you count it out right there. Very good opening bout. Hey, let's just keep it on. We're on a roll. Let's go with our next one coming up here. In the ring right now, Garmin and Trailer and the Memphis Vice. Big Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant. And we're about ready for the action to get underway as everybody's kind of standing around. Now the jackets come off.
Winston and Bryant, the Memphis Vice, we haven't seen in some time. It's been a couple of months since they've been here as the Memphis Vice. Totally awesome, it says on their tights. Here we go. They're going against Jerry Garman, Benny Trailer, a couple of young fellows out of the state of Mississippi. Jerry Bryant starts against Benny Trailer.
Ought to be a good solid tag match right here. Garman and Trailer have never shown us anything but a native ability to wrestle. So they make awfully good competitors for anybody they step in there with. And Bryant and Lou Winston, the last time that we saw them, they were looking better as a tag team since they teamed up to make the Memphis Vice.
Well, they got some size, especially Winston. Winston, big Lou, and he is in fact big. He weighs in at about 235, 238. Good height. Bryant, a real battler. They do make an interesting tag team. Benny Traylor, standing across the way, listening to Lou Winston complain to the referee.
Traylor popped over by the ropes by Big Lou. Whoa! Traylor slammed with a drop kick into the back of Lou Winston. And Lou, when he hit the ring ropes, he also collided with the head of Jerry Bryant, knocked him off the apron. And it, in fact, gave him a little setback. So Benny Traylor, who has been in there all the way, now gives a look at a new opponent in Jerry Bryant. Bryant, very fast. Boy, can this guy get around.
Boy, he can move, and he likes to make use of the fist, too, from time to time. Benny Traylor with a headlock. Traylor off to a good start for his team here. He's got that right hand. He pulled it back, and the referee was right there and said, don't do that. Look at Traylor working on Jerry Bryant. Bryant picks him up, dumps him backwards. Good move by Bryant. He was in trouble, and he reacted. Right fist. There, we've mentioned that right fist that Bryant likes to use, and there it was. You saw it. Picks up Benny Traylor.
Sizable elbow puts Traylor down on the deck. Garman is getting a little nervous over there. He's kind of patting his foot, waiting for a tag. Big Lou Winston takes over. Lou, he drops down with the knee and puts the much smaller Traylor down into the deck. Scoops him with a crotch. He just threw him out there.
Yeah. Traylor in serious trouble here as Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant, the Memphis Vice, have taken control here. Bryant, wow.
What a backdrop. In case you just joined us, you already missed one match, and we're right into the second one. Had a good single match. Dutch Mantell in control all the way over Keith Eric, and now the Memphis Vice, Big Lou and Jerry Bryant, going against Garman and Traylor. Good drop kick. Did he get him? Yeah.
He got the tag. Garman coming in. Garman's been watching this in the corner. Traylor had been in there all the way. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. Now Jerry Garman gets a shot at him. He's got Lou Winston in a headlock. Winston fires him into the ropes, though. Jerry Bryant with a clothesline as Garman comes off of there.
Bryant rubbing it in a little after he got that clothesline. Illegal. Oh, Lou off that rope. 1, 2, 3, and got Garman.
4 minutes, 20 seconds in a celebration over to Memphis Vice corner. Jerry Bryant and Lou Winston, they are happy with themselves. They have got a victory here over Jerry Garman and Benny Traylor.
Yes, sir. The Memphis Vice takes it over Garman and Traylor in a dandy of a tag match. We've got more, just a sample of the great action coming up today. Be back in a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville. Universal Coliseum. Goodness, a full card of 6 big matches, including Big Joe LeDuc being there. International heavyweight title match. It'll be a tag match with the Mod Squad with J.D. Costello going against Paul Diamond and Michael Lee, and a Texas Tornado death match with Dundee and Landell against Lawler and Mantell. More on that in just a moment. Here they come, the new AWA Southern Tag Champions, J.D. Costello's Mod Squad.
Lance Russell, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. You're looking at the new Southern Tag Team Champions, the Mod Squad. Where are the Fantastics, Lance? Where are they? Come on.
You got the title, let's put it that way. You got a good team you're going against Wednesday night, and that's Diamond and Lee.
I don't have much to say about them. They're good athletes, but that's about all. They don't stack up to my men.
Well, we'll find that out. That's why they're going to have the match, and you may find it a little tougher to keep than you think. Right now, here's Bill Dundee.
I feel like I done something wrong. Back at school, the headmaster says, go stand in the corner. You're all by yourself, boy. Well, that's right. I'm in the corner, but I ain't all by myself. Buddy Landell's down the gym training now, Jack, because in Evansville, Indiana, we have got us a Texas death match. That means the falls don't count, Lawler. That means you get pinned, you get a 30-second rest period, and you start again, Daddy, and the match ain't over till somebody can't answer the bell. Well, somebody's going to be either you or Mantell or probably both of you, because when it comes to this kind of match, buddy, you got to be in shape, and we're in shape, because when you're fighting the whole world legally and physically, it don't matter. You got to be mentally in shape and you got to be physically in shape. And we're both, Daddy, because we're still taking over this company. We're suing Russell, Jarrett, Marlin, and even you, Lawler, because it was a breach of contract coming back here in the first place. And if you think we're just washing it away, you're wrong, Daddy. And we're coming to beat your brains in, and that's the physical way we're going to beat you. And we're still going to court. We're going to beat you that way. And I'm going to be the owner of this damn Jack. I'm going to be the guy that runs the show. And Lawler and Mantell, you're going down in Evansville, and that's a promise from me to you.
Dirty Rhodes, big multifaceted kind of a guy. We got a little different side of him right here. Let's watch the musician, Dirty Rhodes.
I'm right here out here in the barn with Randy West, and the reason I'm here is Lance Russell has asked me to do a little update on, kind of let the people know what I like to do in my spare time. Looks like you probably guessed most of it here with these instruments around me. I really love music. Beside the outdoors and the country and the good old fresh air, brother, you can't beat music. That's it. How I got started in music was a pretty simple story. My mother started me years ago. She worked hard at night. It seemed like everybody on the block had a guitar but me, and boy, that's what I want to do. I want to learn how to play. You know how kids are. Everybody had one. I wanted one too. Mama, she worked hard, brother, and she got me one, and I learned to play it. But you know, being a big, tough professional wrestler, people probably don't understand. Now, well, they do understand, and that's probably all too real. How they understand is the facts of life all the time aren't just happy, you know. Later on in my life, my mother contacted MS. Little did I know at that time how important that music was going to be to me and my mother. A couple years ago, my mother lost her voice completely. She can no longer correspond with me. She can no longer talk to me. She's been bedfast for 2 years. Fortunately, through the grace of her hard work and the good Lord, I had my music. And lots of times I just sit right there in that wheelchair beside my mother's bed and I pick music to my mother's ears, and she smiles, what little smile she can get out. It really makes me happy. But wrestling has been my money-making career, and that's my life too. It's something that it takes a man to be in the sport. It's a man's sport. It's a king of sports. And I'm just proud to be a wrestler. Proud to be who I am. And Lance, I hope this answers your question. We'll see y'all.
I love it. Dirty Rhodes. He's quite a guy, as a matter of fact. And we'll hear more from him as time goes along. Well, here he is, out of the North Woods of Canada, Joe LeDuc.
That just touched my heart.
That's pretty touching.
A big old bleach blonde boy that can sing the guitar like that. You know, I think that guitar is like those old pianos. They play by itself. I'm sorry about your mother, Mr. Dirty Rhodes. Right now, I don't want to talk about that. You know, there's all kinds of people here that likes to call himself king, and Dutchman, and cowboy. There's all kinds of expressions. They say, oh, check this out. Or they say, oh yeah, that's cool, brother, that's cool. Or they'll say, well, did you see that? Well, I've got a message, an expression for my own self, and whoever wants to hear it.
We don't want to hear it.
You're just going to have it to hear it, either you like it or not. Just go on, sit on your couch there, eat your popcorn, and get fat. Because Joe Duke is back. Mr. Lance Russell, come on in here. I know you like to be on TV, and I know when I say anybody wants to put their big nose in my affair, you're more than welcome to it. Because you know what Joe Duke can do. I can break things on my head, and I also can use an axe. So, Dirty Rhodes, you talk about your mother. Well, I don't know, but I remember in the lumber camp, there was a woman that was a little bit sore in her bones. She always had money in her pocket. Never worked a day in her life, Lance Russell. Do you know what I mean? Too bad she's sick, brother. But I'd like to get you in that ring and show you a little bit of lesson. And don't you anybody think Joe Duke is crazy?
Wouldn't mention it, Joe. No, sir. Joe LeDuc back again from the Northwoods of Canada. He is going to be heading up. Hey, I wouldn't argue with you, Joe. I'll leave that up with Dave. Let's go to the ring. We're about ready for the action.
Big Joe LeDuc, the Canadian lumberjack, climbs into the ring and walks around, waiting for the signal from referee Jerry Calhoun. And here we go. We are underway.
Joe going against Henry Rutledge, and I would not stretch anybody's imagination to say that Henry is going to have much of an opportunity against Big Joe LeDuc.
Oh, big chop coming off the ropes there. Boy, I'd hate to be Henry Rutledge, I tell you. How would you like to step up there and know you had to face Joe LeDuc?
I was noticing Henry in there, and this is not to take away from the young man, but I could see in his eyes as he looked across the ring and saw that LeDuc coming to the ring. Not a comfortable feeling. Look at LeDuc. He's just firing him around in there, and this bout is over with. Everything but being officially over with.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And Rutledge firing away at him.
He gave him his best shot, right fist to the midsection time after time. Didn't even phase Joe LeDuc. He just stood there and then hammered him down.
Look at this. Carrying him around, no problem. Drops him down with a backbreaker right off that side. And now he's telling Rutledge to get up, and Rutledge is slowly coming up off the canvas, whipped in. He caught him with a forearm. Call it over with. 2, 3. And I'm delighted that Henry got out of there without being permanently disfigured, because, brother, this LeDuc, we've said it a jillion times, that makes it no less true. He is some kind of strong. One of the strongest guys we've ever seen. Yeah, Joe.
Says he's wonderful. 1:27.
Real charmer.
Time. Yeah, he really is. Ooh.
I think any young one's line applies to him. Joe's all right, except he had a charisma bypass, man. Oh, man. This guy is something else. Hey, we got an interview right now that we've heard from Frank Morrell and his protege, Billy Travis. I'd like for you to take a listen to this.
I'd like to take this opportunity to explain to you people why I interfered in a match with Billy here, a championship match. As one thing, as you all know, I've told Billy not to be a quitter, and he wasn't a quitter. Gaddafi backdropped him over the top rope, and Gaddafi, you should have been disqualified right then, but the referee didn't see it. That wasn't enough. You took him back out and you posted him. So when I saw Billy get back in that ring favoring that arm, I knew he was hurt, and I knew he was hurt bad. And I figured it was maybe one of the worst hurts that he'd ever had. And when you got him in the middle of that ring and put that hammerlock on him, I know what a hammerlock can do, and you know what a hammerlock can do. And you was going to break his arm. And that's the reason that I come in and threw that towel in, because Billy, I think he's doing a super job. He's coming along good. But I didn't want to see him get a shoulder tore loose or something and set him back a few months. But I'd like to thank Eddie Marlin. He's given us one more chance for that belt. And Gaddafi, you can bet one thing. Billy's ready, we're ready, and we're coming at you, and I guarantee we're going to walk out of there. We're going to have that belt, Billy.
You know, Frank, you know I wasn't going to give up, Gaddafi. You knew I wasn't going to give up. You could have broken my arm, and I still wasn't going to give up. But I want to explain the relationship between me and Frank here. This past summer, I had a bad tragedy in my family. My father died, and if it wasn't for Frank or Phil Hickerson, I don't think I could have ever made it through. And Frank, he took me under his wing, and he's helped me, and I want to win this belt. I want to win it for the people, I want to win it for Frank, and I want to win it for Phil. And I just want you people, I know you're going to get behind me. Just keep helping me, because I know I can beat Gaddafi. Just please help me.
You're going to beat him, Billy. You're going to beat him. Definitely. Gaddafi, you're going down.
To tell you first about some of the action coming around the territory Sunday, April the 13th. Ferdinand, Indiana, Forest Park High School is where the action's going to be. Thursday, April the 10th at Marengo, Indiana at the Crawford County High School. That's sponsored by the Band Boosters. Tickets are on sale at the high school. Now, how about Wednesday night? Oh, yeah, full card. 6 big matches with Frank Morrell opening up against Pat Rose. Tojo Yamamoto facing Tony Falk. French-Canadian Joe Ledoux going against Kevin McQueen. And then an international title match. Abdul Gaddafi is going to be facing Billy Travis. And then a tag match with the Mod Squad of J.D. Costello's, the new AWA Southern Tag Champs, against Paul Diamond and Michael Lee in the final bout. Stand by for this one. Texas Tornado Death. Falls don't count. Goes till someone can't. It'll be Lawler and Mantell going against Dundee and Landell. That, my friend, could be a while. Come on out Wednesday night. Alrighty, ready for the action, bell time, and we are flat ready to have an interesting tag match coming up here, Dave.
You're right. Dundee and Landell going against Frank Morrell and David Haskins. Frank Morrell's going to be starting for his team. It's Dundee, the superstar, going for his. Morrell going to half-field him across the ring. Tag made by Frank Morrell. Here's David Haskins. Haskins with a good drop kick put Dundee down on the mat. Oh, Dundee was set up, and Haskins ran right into a fist. Buddy Landell jumps in there, and now both of them working on David Haskins. Dundee steps out. Landell, a chop, a fist.
Landell's got a wicked chop. Boy, I'll guarantee you.
He makes the tag now on Dundee. Dundee. Grabbing Haskins, backs him to the ropes, fires him across the ring. Clothesline. Dundee quickly to the corner, made the tag on Buddy Landell. Landell back in now. You're right, he uses that chop. Also, when he uses that right fist, he lets it fly, too.
Frank over in the corner is a guy that has the nature to wrestle Dundee and Landell. He's a rough and tough son of a gun, and he doesn't mind doing all of the things that it may take against guys like this to do it. David's a little more reserved, tries to follow the rules a little, and when you get in there with guys like Dundee and Landell, you can't do it. You just flat got to give it to them before they give it to you, because they're going to do it, friend. Dundee drives him down into the mat.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-minute mark in this one. Bill Dundee with David Haskins down on the mat. Frank Morrell steps in to kind of break things up a little bit. But Buddy Landell, upper arm. David Haskins hit the mat. They're keeping Haskins over close to their corner, too, trying to keep him away from the tag on his larger partner, Frank Morrell.
Yeah, Frank started out. He made the tag on David, and we're in a situation where David has not been able to get out of there, Dave, since Haskins got in.
Well, they've kept him in, and the team of Landell and Dundee able to make quick tags. They're able to tag in and out very frequently since they're over so close to their corner to begin with. Look at Dundee using that right fist. Just time after time. Referee finally stepped in between them. Warns Dundee. Dundee turned and said something to Frank Morrell over in the corner.
And look at this. Landell slamming him from behind. I tell you, it's all I can do to keep from grabbing that rope on that bell and just ringing the son of a gun. It's not our position to do that, but it really makes you hot, these guys.
Landell put the flip on David Haskins. Now he's got some sort of chin lock on him there. A body slam. Landell goes over and distracts the referee. Look at Dundee. He came off the top rope. As he leaves, he put a boot on the side of David Haskins' head. Now they make a tag. Landell steps up. Dundee dancing around saying, come on. Dundee clotheslines Haskins, leaves him lying in the ring. Landell picks him up. Morrell, meanwhile, nails Dundee. Look out, Landell goes for the figure 4 leg lock. He's got it. That's going to be it.
Yeah. Smart move for David to give it up right there, because Landell, both of these guys can wrestle. We've never seen anything else but their attitude is so lousy, and the stuff that they do in there is just absolutely makes you so hot. You want to get a gun after the guys. David Haskins had to submit. What was the time, Dave?
4 minutes, 14 seconds. 4:14.
4 minutes, 14 seconds, and they come up with a submission win as Dundee and Landell get the win. No, you know I'm not coming over there, Bill. There's a microphone. If you guys have got anything halfway decent to say, try to... Just, I'm not getting over there.
Budrow, that's okay. Let him sit over there, because there's a word in this country. Now, I didn't invent it, because where I come from, the word doesn't exist, and it's called discrimination, Daddy. That don't happen in Australia, because it's a man's world over there. They got a white Australia policy. That means you got to look like me to live there. And Lance Russell, you're going to get sued, Daddy. Now, all I got to say is, Budrow, they have discriminated against us every time we got in the ring. Wallace, Buddy, the referee, stops the match. They hold up their head and they say they win. Then here comes Jeff Jarrett and some old stumblebum by the name of Jackie Fargo in Memphis, Tennessee. That punk Daddy's the promoter. He wants to do anything he wants to do. And he awards him the match. And they write it down in the book and say they win. Nobody has ever beat us, Budrow, right?
Never.
Nobody. We're 60-minute men in and out of the ring. Ask the ladies if you don't believe us. Now, they keep saying they're beating our brains. It's not happening, Russell. It never happened, Dave Bratt. We have whooped them from pillar to post. But all of a sudden, they say, they beat you. Landell and Dundee got beat. We beat Jeff Jarrett. We beat Fargo. We beat Lawler. We beat Mantell. We beat Jerry Jarrett. And a couple of months ago, I beat up old Border Bags himself, Eddie Marlin. And they keep saying we get... Budrow, we are great. We're a hell of a... We are great, baby. You ought to look at it at the greatest...
Okay, Bill.
That's right.
That's enough. That's enough, you guys. Just take it right on out of here. That's all you need.
Hey, if you can't tell us to come to the set, you can't tell us to leave us, all right? And we ain't leaving. We're going to give 1 million people... Oh, no.
You know, yeah, let me tell you something. You pull my string out here. You come out here. We give you the microphone to do the interview.
Yeah,
and once you come out here, and if you came out here and told the truth, and came out here and simply say that every time you climbed in the ring with Lawler and Mantell, you have lost a match in there. Every one of them. I don't care how it looks. That is exactly what the answer is.
Don't say we lost. Don't ever say we lost. I don't want you to tell the people we lost, and I don't want none of them rednecks to tell them we lost. Because if you say it, I'll slap your teeth out, and Budger will slap anybody over there's teeth out and say it. Now, we didn't lose.
Just look at the end result of it. Now, you can make any kind of excuse, and you're the guys that say, I don't care, we're the winners and all. Look at the end result. You lost. You lost the match, and that's all there was to it. You've been in there twice, you've lost the match.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it real slow. Don't say we lost. Because I told you, Lance, I don't want to have to hurt you or anybody else. But don't say we lost, okay?
Okay, but what I want to tell you is that whether you deny it or whatever you want to do with the thing, the end result, let me put it this way, Lawler and Mantell won, so that means you guys lost, and that's exactly what happened there. And that's all. Let's just take a break. Let's go to a break in there. Yeah. You know, that's...
We're underway here as the Invader under the mask is going against Billy Travis. Billy Travis. Boy, he has come a long way in a short time. Fine wrestler he's developed into over the last year or so. Going against the Mask Invader right here. Invader fired into the ropes. Dumped over the back coming off of there. Billy Travis picking him up. Got him up in the air. Body slam. Travis drops down. Billy seized control here from the opening bell and going to try to keep it, I'm sure, throughout the match. Invader has found himself being flipped and thrown all over this ring. Travis blocks the chin. Referee's there. He's making sure that it's not a choke, and it was not. Travis with a chop. Young man out of Lexington, Kentucky. Picks up the Invader. Body slam. Invader grabs his back. Billy Travis putting on the pressure. Referee right there. He's, again, making sure that everything's fine, and apparently it is. He's checking with the Invader to see if he wants to submit. He said, nope, not giving it up. Billy Travis. Billy's got that knee in his back, and he's got his chin locked, and he can pull him back that way, put some real pressure on that spine. The Invader back to the turnbuckles, and then it flipped out of the corner. Billy Travis has him up in the air, body slams him. 2 minutes gone in this one. Travis with a lower leg across the chest, and he gets a cover. Might be it. Count is 2 and 3. That's it. 2 minutes, 21 seconds of action. It was all Billy Travis. As we said earlier, Billy took control from the opening bell, and he was able to keep it. You can see what happened here as Billy had things going. He drops down with that lower leg right across the chest of the Invader, and from there it was a count of 1, 2, 3 as Billy was able to hold him there, and Billy Travis has the victory again, the time on a 2 minutes, 21 seconds of action.
Okay, Dave, I can tell you one thing. Nobody running me off the show. And I would just start out and tell you, don't you get any ideas and start pulling any funny stuff.
You just listen to what I have to say, Lance Russell. You know, the other day I came face to face with Jackie Fargo, and I could feel that the man was afraid of me. That's right, he was afraid of me. So I want to issue a challenge right now to Jackie Fargo to get in the ring with me, because I want to beat him, show all those people out there that I do know how to wrestle. I want him to be my second victory. But There's also this kid by the name of Jeff Jarrett running around here thinking he's bad. But let me tell you something. He wants to be a professional wrestler. Well, they better teach him good, because when he gets ready for his first match, I want him to book him with me, because I will beat his brains out. I will show Jeff Jarrett how tough professional wrestling is. But right now, what all the people's been waiting for, Tony Falk is going to win his first match, because I'm going in the ring against the awesome Jim Jamerson. You got that? It's coming, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Lance Russell, what can I say? Right now.
I think you've set up plenty right now. Okay, we're ready for the next match, a single match, Dave, with Jim Jamerson. Tony Falk, talking about his second victory in there. He better get his first victory.
Well, he doesn't have his first one yet. Bell sounds, and we're underway. Will this be Tony Falk's first victory? We'll see. He's going against Jim Jamerson. Jim Jamerson back under the rope. Falk wastes no time in grabbing him by the hair and pounding his head into the top turnbuckle. Tony Falk has confidence he's going to win it today and get his first mark in the W column since he's been in the area. Jim Jamerson not off to a very good start. Tony Falk in control. Backs Jamerson onto the ropes. Right fist right into the stomach.
And while Jim has been in there with the very best in the business in there, his win-loss record is not all that great either, so this ought to be quite a scrap with Jamerson and Falk.
Jim does have several more victories than Tony Falk does.
Oh, yes.
But you're right. Tony Falk with the cover, counts one. At two, he picked him up. He said, I'm not going to pin him yet. He picked him up by the hair.
That?
No, I can't. Guy,
It's what we've talked about, Dave. This guy, I've never seen anybody who's lost as many matches who hot dog and think, you look at him, you think he's a world champion the way he feels about it.
Well, I tell you, if I were looking for my first victory, I think I would have gone ahead and tried for the 3 count right there. I mean, I don't know what Falk's thinking. Maybe he's not thinking. Falk with a forearm. Jim Jamerson back on the rope. Tony Falk, confident he's going to get his first victory here today. He's controlled it for the first minute and a half.
Falk was slamming Jim right in that eye, and that's where he took quite a shot a couple of weeks ago from when Dundee and Landell unnecessarily jumped and beat on him.
Falk keeps the hold. Jamerson back on his feet. Some hair pulling by Tony Falk. Eliminated any chance that Jamerson might have had to gain control. Reverse neck breaker, and a pretty good one, too, by Tony Falk. Counts 1, 2, and again he picks him up at the 2 count. Can you believe this guy?
No.
Tony Falk. Boy, he really must be feeling very good right now. Jumps Jamerson over the back. He has passed up 2 opportunities to get a 3 count. He's gotten the 2 count and picked him up at the count of 2 both times. Now he covers again. 1, 2, and once again, 3rd time, he picks him up by the hair.
Real smart. Guy working for his first victory in there and pulls something like that. Jamerson starting to pound back and going for that eye again is Tony Falk.
Falk choking him on the middle rope. Referee finally backed him away from that. Falk flips him down, got him covered. Count is 1, 2, and again he picks him up at the 2 count. Tony Falk. Body slams Jim Jamerson. Now Falk goes to the rope. Climbs up on that 2nd rope. On the top rope. Referee is saying, oh, Falk falls off the top rope. Jim Jamerson covers. 1, 2, 3. He got it!
Who deserved it any more than Tony Falk?
And the hot dogging cost him 4 times. 4 times he passed up almost sure chances to get his first victory. No, he had to pass him up. He had to show off a little bit more, and it ends up costing him the match in 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Jim Jamerson is the winner.
Falk finds a way to lose it again as he climbs to the top rope. His sure-footedness gave way on him, and he almost knocked himself out when he hit the mat down there. Jamerson covered him. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, Wednesday is getting closer.
closer, by golly, by the minute. We're looking forward to it because that Texas death match, out of the 6 matches coming up, it'll be the main event. Falls don't count. Lawler and Mantell against Dundee and Landau. And, friend, that means it goes and goes and goes till somebody cannot. And I'll say this right now. This is one time I can come out and say it. Get 'em Wednesday night in Evans.
Well, Lance, I appreciate that, and I know after what took place right here on television, what they did to you, you know, you're just another one that's in our corner. But it's not just you, Lance. It's not just me, and it's not just Dutch that want to get rid of Dundee and Landau for once and for all. It's everybody. Everybody has had it up to here with them. Everybody is sick and tired of their antics. They're going around here, and Dutch has said it before, you know, they don't respect anybody or anything. Well, we're going to teach them some respect right there in Evansville, because the king is back again now, brother, for a second time, and this time it's not just a regular match. We don't just get the pinion, get our hands raised, or we don't just get to bloody up and stop the match. This match just goes and goes and goes until finally, Lance, somebody is beaten so bad that when they can't answer the bell, they can't answer after a 30-second rest period, they're going to have to be carried out on a stretcher. So Dundee and Landau, this could go all night, boys, so you better bring a lunch, because the Dutchman and the King are ready. As I said, we've had it up to here with you, and Wednesday night we're going to finish you off once and for all.
How about it, Dutch?
Yeah, this is the type of match that separates the men from the boys. Now, what was the day that lived in infamy? December the 7th, 1941, when the Japs bombed Pearl Harbor. Well, April the 2nd, next Wednesday night, 1986, is going to be a day that Dundee and Landau, they won't forget it for a long, long time. Now, like the King just said, they don't respect nothing. I'm sorry you had a problem with them, Lance. I tried to get out there as quick as I could. But they don't respect you. They don't respect nobody else. But one thing you can teach them respect, and that's what me and the King are going to do. Texas death match, falls don't count. It can go all night long. When one member of one team can't answer the bell, then the match is over. And guys, you're going to have a real tough time, and you're going to have a fight, and you're not going to win it. We'll see you in Evansville Wednesday.
That's Wednesday night. The tough get going. You be there.
I want you to take a look right now at a young man new to the area. He's out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. And this is kind of a story that we felt would be interesting for all the wrestling fans to see. I'm talking about young Paul Diamond. Here's what he has to say.
That's true. You know, I was about 20 years old, and things started pretty fast, and I was getting better and better, and started getting some chances to make a little more money. Mm-hmm. And of course, as you have more success, promoters call and want you here, they want you there, and if you do want to make the money, you got to go. Well, this was the first time that I'd really been away from my family, you know, on my own, just with other guys, and I thought I could handle it pretty well. Well, as time went by, the loneliness set in, the long rides, you know, airplanes. Of course, then there's the celebrations, too, after the victories, and you meet all kinds of people in professional sports.
Yes. People that want to be your friend. Yeah.
Exactly. And, you know, sometimes they slip you this or slip you this kind of pill.
Let's be more specific. You're talking about a little marijuana, a little speed, or something to make you feel better, right?
Sure. You know, take a few of these in the morning and you'll feel better. You can party, you can handle it, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's what really got me started, you know, and from there on, things got worse and worse. Well, you know, I guess I started slipping a little bit. I was getting some opportunities that I thought for championship matches, but along the way with drugs and everything, I started losing some matches that I shouldn't have.
You didn't realize that it was drugs at that time, did you? You just lost one. You thought, boy, I was just off tonight a little bit or something like that.
Exactly. And, you know, the promoters that promised me these matches that I was getting all of a sudden said, well, you can't have it. You know, your record hasn't been real good in the past, and you're going to have to wait and get better. Well, in turn, that pressed me down some more. And now I thought, well, you know, I really need these things to get me through these days. I got to work hard. I got to get back on top of my game, and not at all realizing that it was the drugs that caused my downfall initially. Well, you know, one morning I woke up, my family had turned their back on me. I was penniless, lost all my possessions. And I tried to kick the habit on my own, and just wasn't working. Yeah. And I decided, well, if I'm going to live and be successful at something which I wanted to do, and I was, I really need professional help. Yeah. And one more thing I would like to say for, you know, all those kids, teenagers, whatever. It happened to me, don't let it happen to you. If your friends or somebody you meet offer you things, don't take them. I know it happened to me. Like I said, don't let it happen to me. I wouldn't want anybody to go through what I went.
Okay. Thanks again, Paul Diamond.
Thank you.
I don't want to belabor the point, but I do, in fact, want to say, Davey, that we really appreciate Paul being honest with us and all. He realizes the problem. He's trying to help other young people. Paul Diamond, we thank you.
Paul Diamond in there right now with his partner Michael Lee. J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad exchanging embraces as they prepare to do battle here in this tag team match. Paul Diamond, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada.
Spike, who, well, I was going to say the stock here. It's pretty hard to tell. They're both pretty stocky. They are thick and well built. Spike starting it out. Basher on the outside with J.D. Costello.
Mod Squad came in here from New Orleans. They claim to be from the Badlands of New Orleans.
Paul Lee over the top. His partner, Paul Lee, Paul Diamond. I was saying his partner, Michael Lee, over in the corner. We've seen them once or twice, Dave, and they look good.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Diamond has some great moves.
Haven't been together that long as a tag team, and they're both still reasonably young wrestlers. Not reasonably, they're still young. Haven't been wrestling that long at all. Michael Lee gets the tag, and here he comes. Off the middle rope, drops down. He caught him on the wrist. And Basher finds himself in trouble. Michael Lee sits down on the left arm. Got a nice bar on that left arm. Michael Lee hanging on.
Big arm to have a bar on, too.
Yeah, it is.
As we said, Spike and Bash are both very well built boys.
Michael Lee sets, waits, drop kicks in. Got him real good with his right foot. He didn't get him with both, but he didn't need the one foot. Put him down to the mat and right back on him. And again, he bars the arm. Michael Lee showing that agility and balance that he has. Michael Lee putting a hurt on that left arm. Basher forces him back into the turnbuckle. Comes up with a broad arm and knee to the midsection. Now he grabs him by the hair, whips him across the ring. Michael Lee moves out of the way, and Basher of the Mod Squad found nothing but the empty corner when he got there.
Boy, and he was traveling when he hit that turnbuckle, too. Michael Lee just barely got out of the way, and Basher slammed that turnbuckle down on the deck. Tag on Paul Diamond, and the young Canadian goes to work.
He used the knee lift, and he was able to get a 2 count, but only a 2 count. Mod Squad finding themselves on the short end here early in this fall.
J.D. Costello not at all happy with what's happening with his boys.
Missed the drop kick. Missed it badly as Basher hung onto the rope. They make the tag, and here's Spike. Upper arm. Down as 1. 1 count's all he gets. Michael Lee kicks out of it. Mod Squad, both of them in and out of there. Spike is tagged out and Basher is back in.
Basher drops down with a knee and now goes for a chokehold.
Lance Russell, my men are trained no matter who they're in the ring with to think it's Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, and you watch what we're doing to these boys right now.
Yeah. Well, oh, what a power slam from Basher as he slams Michael Lee down into the canvas. Down to 1. Ooh. We're past the 4-minute mark in this first ball of action. Expiration of time match.
Mod Squad again tagging out. Spike in there. He's using the boot to the midsection. They got Michael Lee. They've been able to keep him over in the corner for quite a while. Michael about halfway across the ring now. Now they slowly move him back to their corner. Keep him away from the tag on his partner, Paul Diamond. Body slam. Mike left him there. Basher takes over. He's made the tag, though. He slams him, and Spike comes in.
What a number they're doing on Michael Lee right now.
All Mod Squad. Earlier in the match, it was Michael Lee and Paul Diamond really looking good against these guys, but a missed drop kick and a couple other things. Hey,
look at here!
Nice move by Diamond. He got it.
What a jumper!
Wow. Paul Diamond from behind with a drop kick. And Michael Lee had the shoulders of one of the Mod Squad pinned. He gets the 3 count. Now the Mod Squad both working on Michael Lee. Douglas was thrown out of there. Here's Douglas climbing back up into the ring.
Paul Diamond knocked back down on the floor again, and Michael Lee is taking the brunt of the fury of them, Diamond and Lee, having won the first fall. Back in a moment. And maybe it's better that way, I guess. I don't know. Alrighty, we'll be looking for you next week. We'll have some more of that big championship wrestling. Hope you'll make it a point to be here and bring a friend with you until we see you at that time. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.